Hello, my name is Iacopo Senatori. I'm a researcher of labor law at the Marco Biagi Foundation, and I am also the coordinator of the course of labor law and industrial relations in the PhD program on labor development and innovation. The colleagues who run this course with me and also supervise PhD students with me are Edoardo Ales, Francesco Basenghi, Alberto Levi, Alberto Russo, Olga Rimkiewicz, and Simone Scagliarini. The course is designed every year in close coordination with the main research areas of the PhD program, with a view to meet the specific study interests of the students of each cycle. The aim of the course is to familiarize all of the students with or without a legal background to the basic analytical tools of labor law. So, the sources, the basic analytical concepts, the interpretative methods, and to help the students put the specific provisions regarding the employment relationship in the broader legal context in a proper way. In a nutshell, we may say that the aim is to help students understand how the law interacts with the broader economic and social phenomena. And indeed, the contents of the course are firmly framed into the social reality. Particularly, they address the legal implications of the rise of new forms of work, such as those linked to the digital transformation of production processes, or other broad topics of a general interest of many scientific domains, such as social sustainability and well-being. To go a little more into detail, the introductory course of labor law and industrial relations will be developed through six monographic seminars for a duration of 4 hours each. Topics are divided into two main categories. On the one hand, special attention will be devoted to the core topics of labor law, those topics that we may say define the nature and the identity of labor law, like the concept of worker in labor law and the role and the nature of collective agreements as regulatory sources of the employment relationship. On the other hand, we will also deal with some of the horizontal topics that address or are linked more closely to the social and economic phenomena that I referred to earlier, such as the regulation of digital and smart work, the right to privacy as long as the workers are concerned, the changing organizational structures of the undertakings, networks, supply chain, outsourcing, procurement, and how those forms of those organizational structures affect the rights of workers involved working for companies that are involved in those complex structures, and the role of labor law in promoting and protecting health and well-being of workers. Besides the introductory course, we will also offer a certain number of seminars that will focus on the topics that occupy currently a central position in the scientific debate. They may also be topics that have already been dealt with in the introductory course, but in the seminars, there will be the opportunity to analyze those topics from a specific perspective or with a more in depth approach. Just to give an example, in the past months, we have organized seminars dealing with issues like minimum wages, like the impact of artificial intelligence on employment relationships and on the regulation of work in organizations, and on the right to privacy in employment according to the European law, and also in a comparative way how in different legal systems in Europe this right is protected and implemented. Mostly, the seminars will offer the opportunity to interact with the broader academic community, as they will involve uh, international scholars, in particular those belonging to the faculty of the PhD program, and also other national, meaning Italian, or international scholars that belong to research teams in which the members of the faculty are also involved. Both the introductory course and the seminar will encourage an active participation from the students. The active participation will also be considered for the purpose of the final assessment of the students in order to close successfully the participation of the students in the course. The assessment criteria will hence be based on an evaluation of the active participation in the course, and also on the submission and the following oral presentation on an individual written assignment on a topic that will be freely chosen by each student among the topics that will be dealt with in the course.